We know their names, but we don't know their secrets. From strange dietary restrictions to bizarre phobias, these are the top 10 things you never knew about the dictators of the 1930s and 40s. Wait until you hear about the man who feared his own shadow, starting with Antonio de Oliveira Salazar of Portugal. Unlike other leaders of the late 30s, Salazar lived an incredibly frugal life. He preferred a simple diet of vegetable soup and bread, avoiding the lavish banquets typical of high-ranking officials during his long tenure. Miklos Horthy of Hungary was deeply superstitious. In 1938, it said he consulted an astrologer before making major territorial claims. He believed certain days of the month were cursed, often delaying crucial meetings to avoid bad luck for the Hungarian state. Ioannis Metexis of Greece is famous for his single word, oxy, number. In 1940, he rejected an ultimatum that would have changed Greece forever. Behind the scenes, he was a lover of classical philosophy and spent his nights reading ancient texts by candlelight. Getulio Vargas was a master of the media. In the late 30s, he pioneered the Hour of Brazil radio show. He was obsessed with how his voice sounded, often spending hours practicing his intonation to ensure he sounded fatherly to the Brazilian public. Francisco Franco had a surprising creative side. During the early 1940s, when he wasn't ruling Spain, he was an avid painter. He focused mostly on landscapes and floral arrangements, finding peace in art while his country struggled to recover from civil unrest. Heidke Tojo was a man of absolute clockwork. In 1941, he followed a schedule so strict that his staff could set their watches by his movements. He reportedly ate the same breakfast of rice and pickled vegetables every single day at 6:00 a.m. sharp. Benito Mussolini believed that milk was the secret to Italian strength. By 1937, he was promoting milk consumption nationwide. He himself reportedly drank several pints of fresh milk a day, believing it kept his mind sharp for tactical planning and grand speeches. Joseph Stalin was a notorious night owl. Throughout the late 30s, he forced his officials to stay up until 4:00 a.m. for meetings. He loved watching American Western films in his private cinema, though he would often critique the historical accuracy of the plots. While Hitler was a strict vegetarian, he had a massive weakness for chocolate and pastries. In the early 40s, he was known to eat several cakes in a single sitting. He also had an extreme fear of dentists, which made his sugar addiction even more problematic. Our number one fact concerns a secret prophecy shared among several leaders in 1942. Many believed the stars were aligning against them. This collective paranoia led to some of the most irrational and desperate military decisions of the decade, changing the course of history. Understanding the personal lives of these dictators gives us a different perspective on the years 1934 to 1942. They weren't just names in a book. They were complex, flawed, and often strange individuals. Which fact surprised you the most? Tell us below. If you love learning the hidden side of history, make sure to subscribe to Top 10 Repo for more incredible top 10s every week.